So I've tried to make this video several times and I'm just going to let it go through. I'm going to mess up. I know it. So I apologize ahead of time, but here we go. So over the last couple months, I have not really been focusing my content on paganism or spirituality or witchcraft or whatever it may be, right? And the reason for that being is I felt like I just wasn't in the right headspace, to be telling people what I thought, what I felt, or even if it mattered, if my voice was even heard. But I finally feel like I've reached a place where I'm back to myself. You know what I mean? We're all dealing with different things in the world, and sometimes we got to have that moment to kind of take a space back, especially with everything going on this year. And we're only into month 4 at this point, and it feels so overwhelming at times. But what I wanted to tell you all is I am going to do my best to provide more content, and I want to be able to uplift those in my community and have discussions. One of the fundamental things that I think we can all agree on is being able to have discussions, challenge what we perceive, and try to build and grow. At least that's what I've always felt with my spirituality. I feel like we can each share in similar paths, but the way that we go about it really reflects on our experiences. And personalized spirituality is a thing. And it's something that I've always acknowledged in my path and in my group. When it comes to the Divine Witch, we are a group. It's just not me. It's a whole team and a whole community. We're an eclectic group. Now, me, myself, I am mostly Hellenistic, but I am not a Reconstructionist by any means. So I go where the gods lead me, pretty much. And I've always been one who loves to learn. I love history. I love religions. I love learning things about different cultures, different people, maybe different points of view when it comes to practice that I haven't even thought about myself. So that's the kind of content that I want to make here. I want to have more discussions that we can broaden each other's horizons as far as knowledge goes and share points of view instead of, tearing each other down. I can't speak for everybody on how they want to do what they do on their channels, nor can I say everybody will agree with me and my opinions. But I do feel like for us to progress forward, we got to be able to have conversations without trying to make it all about conflict. And I know it's something that I personally struggle with within the relationships I keep. There's moments in my spiritual practice where I wonder if the things that I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing, or if I'm supposed to be doing more. There's moments where I feel like I can't even get up the next day because mentally I'm exhausted, and I know other people are feeling that way. I see it a lot in my community, and I've created wonderful bonds because we share that same experience. No matter if you're believing in God, spirits, universal energy, we all kind of want the same thing. We want to be able to connect with that source that helps keep us going. And sometimes for people, that source is themselves. Sometimes they find it in a path or a god or a spirit or an ideology. And I want to share that. I want to share the diversity that we have in our community. Because for so long, we've been perpetuated in so many different ways, stereotypes. We've been made fun of just as much as any other group of individuals. And yet, we all are wide and vast. And we don't share the same political views. We may not share the same moral philosophies or ethics or even ideology when it comes to certain things, but we all do kind of get categorized in a certain aspect. And a lot of times we feed into that. We feed into making it glamorous when at times it's not. Sometimes it's just a moment of not being able to find the words or being able to express yourself emotionally or not understand the lessons in which you feel like you're receiving or the messages that you're trying to find meaning towards. We all share that in common. We all struggle with that. And I think that's where I want to focus. So if that's not something that you like on this page, if you leave as a follower, I understand. But I want to just expand and show you guys what our community is about here in Ohio, and also expand my own spirituality in the process. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having a good year. I know it's been tough for everybody. We each, deal with different struggles, but hopefully you got someone around you or online that you feel really connected with that can help you during these tough times. Till later, guys. Blessed be.